Welcome to Dumbgeons and Dragons, and Merry Christmas! We're a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ More, and with me today is Amy Moore.
That was a beer opening. Merry Christmas.
And also with us... is Carla Johnson.
Happy Boxing Day for those in Canada and the Commonwealth nations that I believe all celebrate Boxing Day, and also to Americans. Maybe they're trying to make it happen there. I don't know.
Just like we made Black Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Really,
we stole Black Friday, and by we I mean like corporate conglomerates to try and sell us things. So maybe it worked the same. Let me keep going on about my anti-consumerism message. That's what this podcast is.
How many Christmas presents have you bought in December? Yeah.
I spilled a lot of beer on myself.
And waiting ever so patiently, Tom Laird.
Yeah, I don't have any fun sound effects or any anti-something or other stances to make, so hey everybody.
Welcome, and hopefully everybody's Christmas is fantastic and was fantastic, and
Hanukkah too.
Hanukkah.
Well, all of them. The whole
Kwanzaa,
dang kit and caboodle.
And
Winter Solstice.
Winter Solstice, all of those things. All of those things and more. And we're doing different things today.
Something
Special Christmas, New Year's type special things, which we'll get to in just a moment. But first we have a dedication to one of our lovely patrons. And today's dedication is to Dylan Powell.
Thanks, Dylan.
Dylan, thanks.
You're awesome.
Thank you, Dylan. If you would like to find out more about our Patreon community, who are having a fantastic time with us over there, patreon.com/dumbdragoncast is the place to go and check it out. You know what we do have going on that we can mention is an end-of-year sale in our TeePublic store going on right now.
That's fun.
That's fun.
Have a good
There's
sale.
some fun stuff there.
Normally, TeePublic does a whole bunch of sales, and it's like all of TeePublic, and they're like, you can just sell it as your own, but this one we lined up especially for our store. Ooh. So it's just us and maybe some other people who signed up for it, but mostly just
That's
us.
cool.
Disregard all that anti-consumerist stuff that I said. What I meant was, the best thing you can do is buy some things at TeePublic from your favorite podcast.
That's right.
Give them to
And also our podcast.
Oh!
Oh! Way to play it cool there. That was good.
Self-burn.
Yeah. It's okay. We didn't discuss the consumerist approach that we were going to take here in this post-Winter Solstice fever that we're all experiencing right now. But that's all I got. So fuck it. Let's play D&D.
Yeah!
Let's do it.
So what we're doing here today, we're diving deep into a certain character who was only around for 10 episodes.
God, it felt
like a lifetime.
It did.
But we're digging deep into a little bit of Grancis's backstory.
Oh boy!
Oh, Tom with the impression.
That was good.
That's right.
There's still Grancis in all of us, isn't there?
I mean, there really is. That's what this whole holiday season is all about.
The Grancis inside of all of us.
I think you should say there's Grancis in all of us, not inside of all of us. It just makes it seem too physical.
Oh boy! We open in a classroom. There's a crest on the wall of a well-known wizarding school within Waterdeep, the Elturchul Academy. Seated among many other students, we see a young, bright-faced Grancis Ashton, studiously writing down notes at a frantic pace, while on a desk beside him, his mage hand is writing out spell materials, components, and other directions in which to add them for the spell being taught, Featherfall. We see the instructor turn to the class and pose a question. While the faces of many in the class look puzzled, Grancis's hand shoots up fast and high in the air, making those nearest to him scoff and roll their eyes as the wizard at the front of the class calls upon him, allowing him to rattle off the verbal and somatic gestures to perform a shield spell, leaping onto his desk as he does so. And as he does, a student tosses a crumpled piece of parchment across the room at him when Grancis turns and stops it inches from hitting his face. The instructor looks impressed, but asks him to sit down.
Thought for sure he was going to produce a Patronus. Side note. Please let us know what Patronus you think Grancis would have.
Oh, gosh.
If he could produce a Patronus, if there was any Harry Potter crossover.
Can a pancake be a Patronus?
I think it needs to be an animate object.
Okay.
The next scene we see is a smiling and proud Grancis standing at the front of his own class. Eager, fresh-faced students filling the chamber before him as he welcomes them all to the best class to learn about magic and mashed potatoes, giving a sly wink as he begins a lengthy lecture on the studies of evocation. At his home, Grancis bounds up the snowy steps and bursts through the front door yelling, "Honey, I'm home!" A very pregnant woman comes down the hall, wringing her hands on a dish towel, greeting him with a big hug and kiss, and Grancis says, "Oh, Margie, you're the most beautiful woman in all of Auril. I can't wait till we meet our little one. Oh, boy. Poor girl."
He's trying so hard not to laugh.
That's good.
The home is decked out in Winter Solstice decorations. We flash forward, but only a few days, to a windy night, and Grancis is hurrying a bundled Margie to a carriage, and they rush to the guild hall of the Order. Lightning crashes over the guild hall, and we hear the sound of a baby cry out. Inside, Grancis is seen holding his newborn baby girl, and it looks like he's been crying. He says to the baby, "You are the most beautiful girl in all of Auril, Grancis. Your mama loves you so very much. I promise to keep her alive in our hearts." The scene fades, and it looks to be a few years later. We see Grancis in a similar classroom. He's at the blackboard, furiously writing, calling out instructions. A mage hand appears and appears to be writing over top of previous directions already given on the blackboard. He turns and yells out to the class, "If you can't keep up, you're never gonna make it!" He turns back to the blackboard, writing over top of what he was already writing, mumbling to himself as he tries to remember what he was saying. Later in the day, Grancis is seated by himself in a tavern, drinking a tall mug of ale. It's crowded in the tavern. He's looking down at the table when a page appears in front of him. He looks up but doesn't see who might have left it in the frenzy of patrons. Reading it out loud, he says, "Looking for adventure? The cunning guard want me? You. Meet at the yawning portal tonight at midnight." Grancis arranges for his housemaid to watch Grancis for the night and heads out to the yawning portal, where we see him sit down with 3 other patrons. A long-haired male, who we recognize as Thaddeus Sicker Kermuple. An elven woman named Milli, Thaddeus's wife, and a burly fighter whom we learn to be Romaine Broadsword. The group has a discussion when we see a sparkle in Grancis's eye. The image fades to the door of Grancis's classroom with a bunch of confused-looking students. As we see them step away, we see a sign that reads, "Gone Fishing." So the Cunning Guard go off as an upstart adventuring group. So we need a couple quick scenes that we can either just talk about or quickly act out if we need to. Probably just talk them through of some of the things that they got up to, some of the hijinks that they got up to.
Well, they probably do some, like, really mundane stuff, like caravan guarding. Because that's, like, that's an entry-level
Pretty
adventuring
standard job,
right?
yeah.
It is. It's paying your dues. in the
Exactly,
adventure.
exactly.
So we pick up with them, and they're heading north to Luskin during a blustery, cold winter day. And as they are rounding a bend, they are attacked by hill people. Well, how did the hill people attack them there, Tom?
Well, that's a real good question.
What are hill people? Like, from the hills have eyes?
That's kind of what I'm envisioning. Yeah.
Okay.
Some sort of
Yeah,
chud
like a
that's
lot of
come
inbred people?
above
Right,
ground.
Okay. Okay, some kind of... So, not underground, so like, we'll just change that to above ground. It's a bunch of chads.
It's a bunch of chads, so why not?
I think they come at us with,
What was that,
Yeah,
slingshots
that's
or a tiny bow and
Slingshots.
arrow?
Hourglass.
Tiny bow and arrow.
They are hit by a barrage of tiny bows and arrows from these halfling hill people who come over the bend.
Oh, well, I just run right up. Like, I'm a fighter. I've been so bored, just, like, walking along. I'm stoked that there is something to do.
Romaine Broadsword dons his broadsword and charges towards them, barreling them down like bowling pins. Halflings go flying everywhere.
Milli keeps score.
Thaddeus was getting a spell ready, but he noticed that it really doesn't need any more help over there.
As the fighter charges forward and wrecks into all of these halflings, the remainder of them, seemingly having overestimated their abilities, flee back to the hills.
Shooting bows wildly behind them, arrows wildly, but saying like, pew, pew, pew.
You'll never catch us. Pew pew.
Having heard of the great mighty eagle,
Right as she was drinking.
we see them scaling the side of a mountain up to a high perch where a nest for a giant eagle awaits them.
If I get up there, will there be an angry bird?
You don't know. You don't know.
We all have pig masks on for some reason. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
why.
what was happening in that game?
It's strange.
I never understood.
Weird. This he's quoting the movie,
It's all from the game.
The Mighty Eagle.
Yeah, he's in the game too.
Oh, is he in the game?
Yeah.
See, I never played the game
You
that
call
far.
upon the mighty eagle to just destroy shit. Anyways, you get up to, they get up to the nest, and what do they find up there?
Nothing.
But a cracked
clue.
egg? Ooh, a clue. That's better. I like that better.
Like the board game Clue?
No. Like, someone was like, haha, got here first, sucker. Want your egg. Meet us at the place where the sun is broken into 1,000 colors.
What is this world you're describing? I
I don't
want
know,
to know
but it
more
sounds
about
magical. Like,
know
is
where
it
I'm
a
going with
stained
this, you
glass
guys.
palace? Is that where the sun's
don't know.
broken into 1,000 colors?
I don't know.
Let's go there. Russ wrote something out, but let's disregard it and go to this mythical castle. Just kidding, Russ. Just kidding.
As you finish reading this note that I remember exactly, mythical colors and stuff, they hear a giant caw from behind them, and an eagle swoops towards them, knocking them from the nest.
Damn it, that would have been an interesting side adventure.
Grancis casts
come back.
Featherfall as they tumble softly down to the ground. You appear in a tropical city under a blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharf-side smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, as you step down onto the Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers, or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls, and a crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer, costumed as a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. You have come to Port Nyanzaru, part of Chult. And you've come here under the premise that there is a job for you. You know where you're supposed to be, and it's not till much later in the evening, but you've heard of dinosaur races in this city.
Hey, so we got some time to kill. What do you say we go check that out? Maybe some dinosaurs racing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to go see some dinos. Let's do it.
All right, Romaine, you're in. How about you, Thaddeus?
Is there
Milli?
is there betting on these races? Because I do like to lay the odd bet down now and then.
Oh,
Milli gives him the side eye hard. So we're married, so.
Yeah, there's definite betting. Milli, you in for betting or you in for racing? I'm gonna see if I can race one.
Well, I probably have to come. Just keep an eye on you guys.
I can place one bet though, right, Millie?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Milli just
Millie's tough.
But like,
we
hey,
don't
if
know
Fa-
what kind of
if
shit
Thaddeus
he
has
has
had a
gambled
problem
away.
in the
He has a
past-
problem.
Exactly.
I kind of feel like he has.
I'm on Millie's side.
You head down the streets of Port Nyanzaru to a large market ward. You enter an area where there appears to be makeshift bleachers set up all down this long path. You hear roars and snarls coming from inside a building, and you see a man standing at what looks to be an open gate. He's taking presumably bets from people as they enter.
Know your limit. Stay within it.
Lotto
Thanks,
Max.
British Columbia Lottery Corporation.
Isn't there a different one for Alberta? Why do you have the? Yeah, that's BC. Man,
That's BC.
that's
yeah.
some good
They don't
advertising. It's in your brain.
advertise-
don't
They don't advertise
chase your losses.
lottery very often.
We just know it's there.
Okay.
Right. Well, let's go see about that betting.
Okay, yeah.
I wander on over to the guy taking the money and say, what's the deal here, good sir? What kind of odds do we got going on?
Oh, you're looking to make a big bet, little bet? What are you looking to make?
I just like to bet, so whatever.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
As I'm kind of twitching.
Can we?
Well, we got some.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, we got some good odds on the racers today. We got Big Honker 7-1. That's 7-1. You think you want to put a little money down on him?
I mean that sounds pretty good. What else you got?
Can we go look at the racers, or we just gotta get the information from you, or what?
Oh, you're new around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
we're
first
visiting.
time
sure.
here at the Dino Races.
Oh, okay, yeah, come on, step right in. Let me take you and see the racers. And he walks you into a stable area, and you see, lining where you might otherwise see horses, you see large, young dinosaurs, for the most part. He walks you in and he says, yeah, this one here, he's the 7-1, he's Big Honker, everybody loves him. As you can see, a lovely Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look at those legs. I mean, you catch him in the Unchained race, he's probably gonna be your best bet. But, I don't know what kind of things you're into there. He continues, you walking down and you step before a young Triceratops. And he says, this is Ooptow's favorite. He's only 5-1, but it's still pretty good. If you're looking to make a little extra coin.
Now is that his
Continues-
name, or is there someone named Ooptow that's his favorite dragon?
Yes, and both. And it's a dinosaur, good sir.
Oh,
I'm sorry if I said dragon.
You probably said the right thing.
He's he's new here, right? Yeah. You guys are bringing him on the tour around town. I get you. He walks you down. This one here, it's a hadrosaur. A little bit slower, but still good odds. 3-1. Banana Candy's its name.
I slapped Thaddeus. I was like, banana candy.
And I nod back like, okay, yeah.
Okay, good. Now we're getting into some risky business. Okay, these ones are like 2-1s, 1-2s, 1-3s. You know, and then you get down to the ist is like 1-7. So we got Bone Cruncher, the Allosaurus, Grung Stomper, the Ankylosaurus, Scarback, another T-Rex there. I don't know if you can see around the corner. And we got up this side here. We got Nasty Boy, the Allosaurus. We got Jungle Princess, who's a Deinonychus, and Mountain Thunder. She's old, but you know she still has some fight left in her.
What happens when they don't have any fight left in them?
They go to a happy place.
You
Where?
send them out to
A
a farm
farm.
and they can run around for a while?
A
Well,
dinosaur farm?
It's a dinosaur farm. They live in the trees. They eat the vegetables
In
and
the
the
trees?
and the yeah.
Within the trees.
Not like inside the trees, lady. Like they live amongst the trees.
Now, question.
Where the dinosaurs live.
What kind of transport do these dinosaurs... Do they take, like, a dinosaur train to get out to these farms?
You're terrible. You waited
Right till
until
you
I
were
started
drinking.
drinking. Now I've got dinosaur trains stuck in my head. It's never gonna leave.
What's a train?
It's a mode of transportation.
Interesting. Well, I don't have those down here yet. We got boats and we got they just walk because they're dinosaurs. So all right. So you guys all looking to bet?
We're together.
Paisley wants to bet.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's 3 bones.
Hey, what's cost get riding in a race? Well, I don't know who's racing here. I mean, we've got a couple that don't have a rider today. Anybody who's looking to partake? What's your riding of animals abilities?
I mean, not very good on my account. I just usually like to bet on them. I don't do much riding.
Sounds like you want to ride it.
No, I said the exact opposite.
This riding take got to be a pretty good athlete to ride, I guess, hey? So I'm a remarkable athlete, so
I bet. You look like a remarkable athlete. You look like you'd take out anybody here.
so
Not me.
how do we ride these things?
You hop onto them?
Not
You tell them
okay.
to
I
go.
mean, I guess I asked
just
that
scream,
question,
"Yah, yah."
but I meant how do we facilitate us being able to ride on them? We got to pay you, or
Okay. You tell me how good you are at riding animals, and I'll put we'll put some odds against it. You win some money. It's good for us. It's good for you. You have a little fun riding a dinosaur.
I'm very good.
I will watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride the dinosaur. Yeah. No, let's
Grancis,
do
are
it.
you sure that's a good idea?
Oh fuck yeah, bud.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm just gonna place a bet on, what was it, banana candy? Was that the one, Millie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Banana Candy was the one that she seemed to have her eyes on. Very well trained. Yeah, I wish the best for your bet. How much would you like to put down?
Millie, how much am I allowed to put down? I mean, what do you think? Like 10? Just 10?
10 gold pieces. 10 gold.
All right, we're gonna throw 10.
Gold piece. All right.
Is there any sort of concession stand around for maybe like a jumbo hot dog or anything while we're watching the races?
Yeah, you betcha. We'll get these two outfitted here on their riders on their animals of choice, and you guys can go head out there to the concession and get yourself a prime seat.
Perfect, sounds good.
Awesome. Don't die, you guys.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah. No, yeah, totally. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
hold on.
totally not gonna die. It's fine.
So you guys head back out to get your jumbo hot dogs, which totally exist in this world.
Yeah, is there the
Yeah.
possibility of getting a giant foam finger while we're there as well? Maybe
Whoa.
a souvenir stand?
Not foam, maybe, but maybe like
Yeah, sure.
metal.
Giant metal finger?
Aluminum.
Metal.
Yeah.
You can't wave it.
Like a big
but
armor finger.
Sure, yes.
There's a large finger made out of
Wood?
probably bark.
Okay,
Bark would
yeah.
probably be a good facsimile for that.
What if there's like a magician there and they like can do like buy a little mage hand thing. So you like have a big
Oh, that'd be fun.
like mage hand finger somehow.
I like that.
Yeah. That's fun. Not so heavy.
yeah.
Light as anything.
Yeah.
I like it. They sell you a ring of mage hand that has one charge in it. Lasts for like 10 minutes or so. Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect.
So you guys go find a great seat with your ring of mage hand and your large snacks. We'll get you two who are sitting out to play other racers in the race, so you're actually doing something.
Okay.
Sweet.
I feel like I'm getting to play without the risk.
Well, there's no risk. Who the fuck's Romaine Broadsword? I don't care about this dude. Also, he is not just a cocky asshole. He's actually good at this. I'm reading Equipment's last. I haven't got there on the character sheet yet. He has a warhorse. Like, he legit is a good rider.
Good rider.
Okay, so how this racing is going to work...
You get my rainbow dice.
It's a deck of cards, and you have to predict what a series of dice. And
Don't make it complicated. We're so dumb, Russ.
It's not complicated.
Good.
So, a race runs a length of 300 feet. So, the race itself will determine how, you jump over things, you do that as we go here. But every round, each rider makes a wisdom animal handling check, and the DC is different for the different types of dinosaurs. With each success, the animal moves forward its speed. So, some go 50, 40, 30, 50 is the fastest they can go. We will keep a running tally. If the check fails, your turn does not increase. When someone equals or exceeds 300, that dinosaur crosses the finish line, and that racer wins. A racer can try to move the higher listed speed, so it almost doubles the numbers in some case. They say it would be, you'd roll with advantage. Essentially, it'd be like whipping or lashing the animal to get it to go faster.
What about just like a gentle encouragement?
Sure. However, the dinosaur then has to succeed a constitution check, and if it doesn't make it, the speed is halved for the rest of the race.
Ooh.
So no initiative is involved. Riders can make their animal checks in any order or all at the same time. If two or more dinosaurs cross the finish line in the same round, the one with the highest tally wins. If the tallies are the same, the racers are tied. In the event of a tie, brawls are likely to break out in trackside betting pools. Do you guys want to do an unchained event where dinosaurs can attack each other, or do you want to just race it?
Well, I think we want dinosaurs to attack each other.
Okay.
I can't speak for everyone, but I mean,
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'll give you your plus attack. Depending on which racer or which dinosaur you pick, I'll give you some hit points and what damage they need, that they have.
Do you want to just roll us dinos? It seems more fair that
Sure.
way. What do you
sure,
guys
let's
that
do
works.
I
So
agree.
there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So of course there's 9. There's no D9. Amy, you are going to be racing Jungle Princess, a Deinonychus with a frightened jockey.
Awesome.
So a Deinonychus has a speed of 40, and if you whip it, it goes 60. Has a skill check DC of 12. So when you roll your animal wisdom handling one, that's what you have to meet or beat. Tom, you're going to be racing Mountain Thunder, the aging Dimetrodon.
Excellent. Mountain
It's gonna
Thunder.
make for a really good fight.
A Dimetrodon goes 30 and 50 if you whip it.
What if I whip it real
Skill
good?
check. Then it would go 50.
Then you add that to the Spotify playlist and move on.
Mhm.
That's right. The skill check DC is 8. Carla,
Yes.
you are going to be racing Big Honker, the crowd-pleasing young Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ooh.
So the Tyrannosaurus Rex moves a speed of 50, and if you whip it, it goes 100. Has a skill check DC of 18.
I feel like he's quite good in comparison.
This is why it was better that we didn't pick, because this is crazy.
Well, we need banana candy in this race, so that
So Grancis
will pilot banana candy, the well-trained Hadrosaurus. Hadrosaurus move 40 or 50. Skill check DC of 10. All right, so you got your dinosaurs. We'll get you out to the start race, and then everybody just head for the end line. And this is an unchained event, so anything goes. If you feel like you need to take a strike at something, go for it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm a frightened jockey.
Good
What's
character
your
work.
jockey's name?
Shut up, Carla.
What's your
I
jockey's
meant
name?
it.
My jockey's name is Reginald.
I had already forgotten that you were scared, so it was good character work. I was sincere.
And Tom, what is your jockey's name?
My jockey's name is Manos.
Of course it is.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, hello there. I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ More. Merry Christmas, Happy Winter Solstice, and a soon-to-be Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining us for episode 68 of Dumbgeons and Dragons. Oh boy! Hope you're enjoying this return of Grancis. I know I do. I can't speak for everyone else. They say they had fun, but that it also reminded them why Grancis was so irritating. Oh boy. Starting today, December 26th, running through January 2nd, over in our TeePublic store, linked in the description, when you visit, make a purchase, and enter the promo code DumbDragon at checkout, you'll receive 30% off your entire order. We've partnered with TeePublic to be able to offer some amazing savings to you to round out this year and to celebrate 2018, because it's been filled with tons of milestones for not only the podcast, but for us personally, and we're so happy to have been able to share that with you. So, one more time, visit our TeePublic store, make some picks, and enter the promo code DumbDragon at checkout to get 30% off your order from December 26th through January 2nd. It's the holidays, so I won't keep you much longer, but just a reminder, you can find us on Patreon, patreon.com/dumbdragoncast, where for a monthly pledge, you can join the amazing community of people who help us make this show better with every single episode. And if you listen to us and love the show we're creating, a review or a share of an episode to a friend or family member goes a long way. And to thank you, we're going to get back to reading those reviews. I know there's a couple in the queue, but we've just kind of worked so far ahead that we haven't had the chance. So once we're caught back up, we'll get back to reading those again and thanking you for being amazing. You can find all of our social media links and where to get a hold of us through our website, dumbdragons.com. And a big thanks to Syrinscape for some of the amazing atmosphere in this episode. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com to bring your games to life. Links for everything mentioned today can be found in the description. The next episode will be out next Wednesday, January 2nd, where we'll continue this Grancis adventure. Have a great week. We'll talk in the new year. All right, you get out to the start race, and there is a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, man.
And everybody is off to the races. Everybody make your... No initiative. Everybody make your check.
So this is
Your
the
animal
skill DC?
handling.
I made mine.
Plus animal handling.
All right, I got a 22.
12. I got a 12.
Got a little too much to handle between your legs there, don't ya?
I do.
Yeah.
It's true.
Meanwhile, my guy's doing real good, but I feel like he's got like saucer eyes. Like Reginald really just shouldn't be here. Like maybe he lost a bet, or
Because what was
maybe
your
he's
roll?
like- I rolled a 15 plus 7.
Oh, damn, girl. I mean, damn, boy. Because you're right.
So, and Tom, you made it because you got higher than 8. So,
Yeah,
that's fine.
17 for me.
Great. When can I bite someone? Because I'm not doing well in the racing part.
I'm gonna grab the first tail that goes by me.
Make that decision now.
Great. I want to bite someone now.
Okay, roll to attack, and who are you biting?
Whoever Grancis is riding? I can't remember.
He's riding...
Not banana candy.
He's riding banana candy.
Oh no!
Bet on banana candy. God damn it, Carla.
This does sound delicious.
In your defense, I understand.
So that is a 24.
24 hits. As the start bell goes... Yeah, I'm going to say that stops my guy's movement. And then roll for damage.
16.
Holy shit.
That
Did
would
you
have
just murder
killed
Banana
my
Hammock?
dinosaur.
Banana Candy? Just call my dinosaur Banana Hammock.
As the start bell goes, Mountain Thunder and Jungle Princess leap off of the start line as Big Honker takes a big chomper out of Banana Candy, who is knocked to the ground as she is trying to leap out in front.
It's really rude. I feel like she took like one step
Yeah.
and Big Chomper got her tail and it was just like faceplant.
Yeah.
It was
And
rude.
We cut back to the crowd, and we see the mage hand that did have like the number one finger
We
in
totally-
the air has
it's
now
got a
been
different
changed to
finger
just
up
an
now.
upside down thumbs down.
You don't think this bloodthirsty dino racing crowd is into this? They're into it. That's
Yeah,
why
but
Big
our
Honker
crowd
is
just
the
got
We-
chomped.
Oh, I see.
Millie is screaming
sorry.
from the
Your
sidelines. We bet on this,
specific
you
one.
ass!
Your specific one. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like the whole crowd.
No,
And I was
oh,
like,
no,
the crowd
just
has not
our
turned against
specific
me.
mage
They
hand
love
rental.
it. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay, so the T-Rex is on top of the Hadrosaurus, and the Dimetrodon and Deinonychus have jumped forward 30 feet each.
Shouldn't I go 40 feet?
Yep,
Yup.
40 feet.
Just testing me.
Clearly showing the efficiency of proper riders of dinosaurs, obviously. Beginning of round 2.
Ooh. Oh, yes, 23.
The Hadrosaur is going to hit at the T-Rex as it is on top of it with a crit 20.
Damn.
Damn.
Ooh. We're going to see some dino murder.
So you made yours, Tom?
Oh, yeah, I made mine.
Critical fail.
Okay,
No.
Mountain Thunder kind of sits down and takes a little break because she's getting older.
Very old. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a
Whereas-
freestyle
Thaddeus is
race,
just
so
sitting
she
there
can
like,
do whatever she wants.
Whereas Jungle Princess surges forward another 40 feet, and the damage to the T-Rex, that's going to be 11.
Ooh.
11 damage
That
to
is
you.
the most of the damage.
What does T-Rex do there?
Oh,
Did you
I
try to run?
got an 11. I rolled an
Oh, so-
11.
To hit or to run?
To run. I
Oh,
don't
you're
care.
being attacked right now, too.
Yeah, you
I gotta
so
fight
you're
back. Right. Right,
you
right.
don't have to. I mean, you can, but
Okay, yeah, I'll fight back. That's a 24.
yep, that's going to hit.
And that is 14 damage.
So as the Hadrosaur strikes the T-Rex, it rears its head back and snaps the Hadrosaur's neck. And Grancis yells, "Oh, what are you doing to my... I just wanted to raise dinosaurs! Fuck!"
I play this game to win.
Alright, so Grancis and the Hadrosaur are out. Alright, everybody roll your round.
God.
We cut back
Millie's
to Thaddeus
pissed.
in the crowd, and he's on his knees, arms in the air. Banana candy! You were too beautiful to live.
11. Just not quite.
Oh, that's better. I got a 22 that time.
Oh, good one. I got a 10. So, great.
Carla!
Thanks
What's happening?
I'm real good at chomping. I'm not very good at moving.
Yeah, roll again there, because you guys are now separated. Everybody...
Yeah, I'm ahead.
Yep,
17. That's a good.
okay.
Oh, can I also pee? Can my
Roll to pee.
can my dinosaur roll to pee, like urinate while she's running to make the course like slick and or disgusting for other
Sure.
dinosaurs to run through?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. You don't have to roll to pee. You can just pee.
Okay, I just want to pee.
Or tell me how Reginald tells your dinosaur to pee.
He like tickles her in the ear, like the ear hole that lizards have.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good.
she just pees.
All right. Either of you moving?
I rolled a 12. Can I move yet? No?
Maybe start
Perfect.
lashing your dinosaur.
No, I love it. I'm just at the front like, fuck yeah, I killed it. And I'm not even moving.
Your dinosaur's just eating the other dinosaur at this point. You're like, yeah, you earned that snack.
How does Romaine react to a dinosaur that's not moving in a race where he's trying to win?
I think he still feels like he's doing good at this point because he killed that other dinosaur.
Sure.
It's sort of like this is coming from the dinosaur's perspective, but it's like when you have falcons, like, people train falcons, you can only feed them a certain amount, because if you feed them too much, they won't chase the thing you want them to,
Right.
but if you feed them too little, they'll just be like, see you later, idiot, and never come back.
I like it.
It's a very fine line. So with this dinosaur, probably attacking right away was not my best strategy in hindsight, because the T-Rex just wants to chomp, and it did.
I feel like, though, you've changed the rules of the game for yourself. I have a feeling like you have a huge hubris. like nothing ever doesn't really go your way. You just change your perception. So you're like, oh, no,
I feel like
I'm
I'm
not
winning.
in it to win the race. Like, I just fucking
I don't care
killed
about the
another
race.
dinosaur.
Blood.
Did you see that I killed that dinosaur?
Winning.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to give you the option that the stable full of dinosaurs is now behind you.
Oh, gosh.
If I want to switch?
If you want to massacre?
Yeah, like...
He's just telling you it's there.
Just giving you the
He's
options.
just telling you it's there.
Oh, okay.
Jungle Princess surges forward ahead.
Yes, she does.
Mountain Thunder comes upon a pea spot. Roll a dexterity saving throw there, Tom.
Roll to dodge P.
Dodge pea.
So that's 16 without any bonuses. So it probably went pretty well for Mountain Thunder.
Mountain Thunder just steps in. She's used to just stepping through piles of pea. And surges forward
She's seen it all.
another 30 feet. Roll again.
So do I have to state that I
10.
want to start whipping now before
Yeah.
I roll?
Yeah, because it
Okay,
did.
and what was the roll again? It was like wisdom for me and then constitution for the dinosaur?
Yeah, so you roll with advantage.
Carla,
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know what
Romaine's so good at this.
Okay, so first roll was another critical fail, so good thing I have advantage. All right, much better. That's a 17.
Okay, so yeah, she will move her higher speed, which is
50.
50.
50, you said.
Yeah. So you surge forward and you don't move. So you actually surpass Jungle Princess. Now you must make a constant. What's going on back in T-Rex land?
Oh, I rolled a 3, so that's an 8, so I'm still just hanging out. But what I think is happening is
You're
that...
just playing possum, letting us feel good about our
No,
lead?
I think Big Honker is like head up, blood dripping, kind of turns his head towards the crowd and is just kind of like checking out all
Are you
those
not
soft-bodied
entertained?
humans. Maybe Romaine is starting to think, I don't know if this was the best choice I could have made, but I don't know. He's not a smart man.
No, that's fair. Okay. So yeah, Constitution saving throw for Mountain Thunder.
That's a 14. I don't know what Mountain Thunder's bonuses are.
I give you a con plus there for.
Oh, plus 2, so 16.
Okay, so you have made it because you need to beat a 15. So you're not moving half speed.
Excellent.
Do that again. Okay, do it again. We're at 140 feet. Jungle or
Damn
Mountain
it.
Thunder is currently in the lead.
11.
You know, Carla, if you put the pedal to the metal, your dinosaur can move 100 feet, so you can basically lap us in 2 turns.
But I have to say that before I roll, right?
That was
I
not a
just
good roll
realized
for
that
Mountain
'cause I
Thunder.
just rolled.
I already rolled, and I actually am moving this time, so I don't want to redo it, because I rolled a 23.
All
Nice.
right. Okay. So Big Honker surges forward 50 feet. Neither of you moved?
No.
Or
No, I got a
no.
3.
I got a 4.
Stopping to smell the vendors. you mean maybe... Okay, you get knocked over by one of the vendors there, Jungle Princess, so you're scrambling to get back up, whereas Mountain Thunder's just, like, taking a deep breath because she's very tired now that she surged forward.
Winded.
Right.
Little winded. All right.
Again?
Again.
There we go. 21.
That's much better. 17.
Man, I forgot to say I wanted to search.
9. It's a 9 for me. 9.
I like when you lean
I need to
real close and
remember
you're
to
like,
say that I'm going to.
Yeah, me too.
Now that I've started to move, I think Romaine is like, well, fuck, now it looks like I'm trying, so I better fucking try.
So still in the lead, but within 10 feet, Mountain Thunder and Jungle Princess are at the front, whereas Big Honker, he's doing something
Way back.
way back.
What
way
number
back.
are we going to? What's winning number?
300. So you're over halfway there. The crowd is cheering as you round the final corner to head back towards the finish line. Roll.
I'm gonna
I didn't
try
say
to. I'm gonna try to whip the dino.
Okay.
12, which meets it.
Then it beats
What
it.
does it mean if I try to whip the dino?
You roll with advantage, and then it's got to make a
Okay.
con save.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can do better than that too. Ooh! I rolled a nat 20. It's really
Yeah, you
exciting.
did.
Oh, well, the dinosaur shouldn't even have to make a con roll then if you nail the first one.
It's okay. What's
Plus 3 to your con.
yeah.
Cost 10. You just have to beat 10.
Oh, that's
all.
pretty good.
Yeah.
17.
And you got it. So surging out of nowhere,
Jesus.
Big Honker runs up 100 feet behind, snarling as is being whipped by Romaine. Mountain Thunder, slow and steady, wins the race within 100 feet, but you hear the snaps and snarls of Big Honker coming up behind you. Roll again.
Okay, I want to search.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even need to roll advantage.
You can. if you want to.
24. And it's also a 24.
Okay.
I rolled this.
What can I try and surge again? What are
Yeah.
the surging rules?
You
Well, let's-
surge as many times as you want. If it
You're-
doesn't
it's
make
like
the
I
con
always
save.
say, if you're gonna run in a race, you might as well ride a T-Rex.
That's right.
What do I have to beat? 10?
10.
Well,
Ooh,
I got
13.
a crit fail on that one.
But again, you have advantage, so...
Yeah.
13. Is 13? Do I move?
13. Yeah, so you surge. So blowing past
Everybody?
everybody. How fast does yours go when it's going super fast?
100 feet.
60.
Okay, so blowing past everybody, the T-Rex goes to 250 feet. However, just as the T-Rex is catching up, Jungle Princess and her frightened rider, who saw that Big Honker destroyed another dinosaur and doesn't want his dinosaur destroyed, blows past the finish line.
This is his, just to be clear, this is his boss's dinosaur.
Yeah.
His boss last minute said, I'm too hungover to ride, you do it. And he's just like, he's the guy who puts a saddle on the dinosaur. Like, he's not, yeah. That's why he's so scared.
Makes sense.
As you pull past the finish line, everybody cheers and goes run down to the bookie, and there's a mad dash for money. You see some older people in the crowd just throw their arms down because it looked like Mountain Thunder might have won this time round, and they were pulling for her.
We all were.
But that is the end of the race. Grancis is still at the start line.
Like, I just wanted to fucking ride a dinosaur, Romaine. Jesus.
Just like comforting his poor
Oh,
dead
boy.
dinosaur.
Oh, it's like dying in his arms. So sad.
Sorry, banana candy.
Is he gonna name
Romaine's
this?
such a dick.
Is he gonna name this dinosaur's baby after himself now?
Yep. Yep.
Sorry.
You're right, I
on,
don't feel bad that I
Grancino.
killed this dinosaur anymore.
No. Shouldn't at all.
Oh, that was fun. I mean, I didn't win, but I did kill
Yeah.
that other
Would
dinosaur.
have been
That
more
was pretty
fun if your dinosaur didn't eat my dinosaur. Jesus.
Well, what are you gonna do? It's a T-Rex eat dinosaur world, eh?
We didn't even leave the start line.
Millie comes down from the stands and was like, great fun. My favorite part was how you ate 10 gold pieces of mine, and now you owe me 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, me too, for ruining my fun. Romaine's the worst.
Romaine is the worst. And I gave everyone E. coli.
Right?
Perfect.
Hey,
You don't know
Romaine
that
Cobb.
yet? But you're going to find out.
Oh, God.
We flash to later on in the day, and the group has met up with the person who has the job for them, and they give them a job, and saying a small town outside of Port Nyanzaru is being overrun and looted frequently by orcs and bugbears. Everybody agrees that they will take the job because it pays quite heartily, and we see them later in a cave surrounded by an entire tribe of orcs and bugbears. It's much larger than it was let on. They, with their backs to the walls, we see within Grancis a spark of lightning. And he lets the largest lightning bolt go into this cave. And as the dust settles, only he and Thaddeus are moving. Everyone else has died. We flash to a couple years later, and Grancis is sitting alone in his room. It's a rainy day, and he is staring out into nothing, really. When from under the door behind him, slides a letter, picks it up, and on the seal is a single I.
She's just crying. And I'm over here going, it's Hogwarts. And then you said mage hand and feathers. And I'm like, Wingardium Leviosa. And I'm a nerd.
And then
Look at me now. Bathrobe. And all my
Paisley had some thoughts on it too.
Yep.
She certainly
She's
did.
getting very emotional about the return of Grancis.
She's been waiting so
We're
long.
going, it's like, it's childhood. Like, we're really getting in deep here.
That's all I'm saying. All right. Featherfall.
I'm not trying to laugh.
Amy, how
So
could you?
tragic all of a sudden.
Your face is a smile, Tom. You
I don't know
shut
what
your
you're
mouth.
talking about.
I was emotionally
Right.
invested, Russ. I was feeling kind of sad about it.
You know
These
what?
two
I just
wieners,
knew-
cold-hearted.
Amy's laughing
Full
I
for
hearted.
knew
me.
the
bitch.
baby's name. I knew the baby's name was going to be Grancis, and I was just.
It lost some of the emotional resonance for you.
Yes, I primed myself for the funniness of Grancis, and then you
Got
switched gears on
sideswiped
me
by
with the
the
dying
tragedy.
of her mother, and I was like, I was already laughing. It was too late. I'm a monster. Sorry. Would you like to do that again?
No, you
God.
stopped before, or I stopped before, so that's good.
God.
So now this is where you three come in. We need to come up with 3 scenes, or 2 to 3 scenes of things that they go off to do before we jump into one.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Marge doesn't sound like quite a standard lady.
Nope.
I
Margie.
just can't.
She's
Margie.
a standout
I'm
lady.
sorry.
She
Thank
ain't
you.
a standard lady.
I had a note, sounds
I
like a
just-
pretty standard lady. I don't know.
Right? But I just need to right now. So you're telling me that Margie died during childbirth, and then Grancis named her daughter after himself.
That's right. That's
and
exactly
not
correct.
her? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I just had to be clear.
God, I hope
don't
her
think it's right.
middle name is Margie, at least.
Right?
Cheapers.
It's not. It's Francie.
It's Grancilla.
Francis.
I mean, he did also just leave to go adventuring and, like, leave his 3-year-old daughter.
Sure,
so.
yep.
Maybe he's not Father of the Year. We're going to find out more about that in the regular game as we get to know Grancis.
Totally.
Oh, anyway, adventures.
Just use the sheet that's in front of you.
So 7? Am I looking at that right? Wisdom
So, plus proficiency.
7?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. Yep.
What do you mean, let's do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
because it's not
what it
our
is.
wisdom plus, right? It's our actual wisdom number. Plus
It's
proficiency?
wisdom. Yeah. So.
So
if your
12,
wisdom
not
is-
plus 1.
Oh, then...
Yeah.
Okay, then
No,
mine
no,
should
no.
be 20.
No.
No, it should be the
Hold
plus
on.
numbers.
It's the plus number. So
Okay.
yeah, plus 7. So for Amy's, because she has a wisdom of 16, she gets a plus
Okay.
3.
She's a
plus
real
her proficiency of plus 4.
Okay,
I'm super
so
smart.
I have plus 5.
Alright,
I'm not
I got
that smart.
I got a 22.
Do I roll a d20? How do you play this game?
Yes, you roll a d20.
This is a little peek behind the curtain for what Russ has to deal with every time we do anything
It has
slightly different.
legitimately been a long time since we've rolled a dice.
Anything with a skill check as well is like, come on.